This is a 2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, Toyota's mid-size SUV that's ready to hit the trails straight from the factory. But it's more than ready, as it is one of the most capable off-roaders in its segment. But do these capabilities really make up for its lack of performance and refinement on the road? Let's find out. The 4Runner has been around for a very long time. It originally debuted for the 1984 model year, but back then it was pretty much a truck with an enclosed bed. This is a 5th generation 4Runner, and it's been around since 2009, and that's a very long time to go without any significant update. Who does it compete against? On the one hand, we have the Ford Bronco, and on the other we have the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, both of which are body-on-frame SUVs and have that off-road appeal built into them, just like the 4Runner. The 4Runner was built for those who want to go off-roading pretty often, but especially the TRD Pro model enhances that with its long list of trail-ready equipment, and that starts with its tough design. The 4Runner isn't exactly a pretty SUV, it's a rather tough-looking SUV. And as part of the TRD Pro package, you do get a lot of details that are different in other 4Runners. For example, that starts here in the grille. The Toyota letters are spelled out, that's something unique to the TRD Pro model, as well as the hood scoop and the skid plate. The skid plate, of course, helps you when you're going off-roading. It helps protect the underbody from any rocks that you might hit. I love here from the side, I love those wheels. They are 17-inch wheels, which are tiny for today's standard, but my gosh, they just go so well with the whole package. Of course, you're not gonna see any chrome here, everything is gonna be blacked out, and that's again to enhance that ruggedness that designers were looking for in the TRD Pro model. And you do get a basket, which, you know, why not get a basket like that? Here in the back, my favorite feature is the ability to roll down the tailgate window, which allows you not only to have large items, maybe like a surfboard or something like that, but also helps the cabin to feel a little bit more airy whenever you're off-roading. And I have to say, this Luna Rock color, it works really well in the 4Runner. We've seen it previously in the Tundra also, but here in the 4Runner, it really stands out. Inside, the 4Runner is starting to show its age. But like in any car, there's good things and bad things. Let's start with the good things. First of all is the cabin and cargo space. You can bring up to 5 people and their gear for any camping trip or road trip, and they will fit just fine. Also, you get this TRD knob, which is grabby, that I like for a truck this big. And you also get the terrain management system buttons up here. What needs some improvement? Well, first of all, the 8-inch touchscreen, although it has been updated recently, the system itself is not as intuitive. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but we've seen larger screens and better systems in other manufacturers. Also, the switchgear, it just feels like it was designed maybe 15 years ago. So overall, there's a lot of usability inside of the 4Runner, but its design feels dated. Every 4Runner is powered by a 4.0-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine that makes 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. While those numbers are probably a little more closer to what you would hear from a Turbo 4 engine, it's because the V6 engine has been around for as long as the 4Runner has been around, which is a pretty long time. Same case with the 5-speed transmission. It's a 5-speed automatic transmission that's pretty much unheard of these days, and it's not as refined. It doesn't help its fuel economy either. That stands at 16 miles per gallon on the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. However, the TRD Pro model, which is this model right here and includes a long list of standard off-road equipment, starts with the Fox shocks that not only make the ride a little bit more capable, but smoother off the road. Also, you get a 2-speed transfer case thanks to its 4-wheel drive system, 9.4 inches of ground clearance, and a rear locking diff. So although the 4Runner is not as good on-road, off-road, it really stands out. Safety is not the strongest point for the 4Runner. The NHTSA gave it 4 stars out of 5, and the IIHS crash tested it 5 different times, giving it 4 good scores and 1 marginal. In terms of safety technologies, we just don't see the same kinds of technologies that we see in today's new cars. But you do get automatic front emergency braking, lane keep warning, and adaptive cruise control that works at speeds of over 25 miles per hour. So safety-wise, the 4Runner does okay. How much for a 4Runner? The base trim starts at just under $38,000, and this TRD Pro right next to me is just under 53 grand. That's a few $1,000 below the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, and it's pretty much in line with the Ford Bronco. Now, 53 grand for a V6 12-year-old truck is a little too much for my taste, especially because you're not getting the on-road refinement or the new technology that we see in today's cars. However, the 4Runner is known for having a great resale value, and that's always something nice to know whenever you're making a new vehicle purchase. The one thing you should take away is this: the 4Runner is a very honest SUV. It's not trying to impress you with its design, it's not trying to impress you with its technology, but it does have the capability to conquer some of the most challenging trails. If you're looking for an off-road SUV and you don't mind the bouncy ride on the road or the poor fuel economy, the 4Runner should be on your list. To see our vehicle rankings and complete buyer's guide, visit motortrend.com/cars.